Okay, let's do another take here. Tuli mu 70s. Maze okuzaalibwa mu 72, the very year my mom and dad get married, with all the support and engagement by Uncle Patrick. That's what I told you yesterday. He was a constant presence in our house. And if it had been as it would have been, we would have stayed in Komamboga as well. But Komamboga is not far from where? From Chela. So it's just the same road, Gayaza Road, kalerwe, Kanyanya, Mpererwe, Katalemwa, Komamboga. So we always didn't miss out on anything. But in hindsight, do you know what I mean? Hindsight. If you think that, hello buddy, I see that's a nice bag, eh? I ask you where you buy it when I come inside.
Thank you.
Okay. So, and then, nzaalibwa mu 1972. Emyaka gyange sigikweka era mugimanyi. Kegusa akuze, kegusa akaddiye. Kati the 70s era, being nti okula bukuzi ng'omwana, you are, you know, ekyebando nze nalina private room kitegeera ennyumba yali nene 4-5 bedroom house kakati nga abaana abalenzi I'm the eldest, 2 sisters and 1 younger brother born in 81. So I think the 70s had been homemaking years, kutandika family, kuzaala abaana nga mwe mubimanyi. So but a lot was happening probably during their life. And then things take a direction. Once the decision between my dad and my mom, tuzadda abaana batumala, abaana bana bamala, that was it. So enter the era of the 80s. I think that will be the finale towards the end. But the 70s were full of so many exciting things. Twagendanga ku airport okusibula mami, welcoming back abantu, you know, bupati bwaberanga nga bupati nga tuli baana bato, so you know, and that was it mukitegeera. So the 70s dawned on us as a family kubanga things, my dad at the time is working pretty hard, isn't it? He was all over the place. Era abaali bamanyi mwami Chanda nga mubazi wa bitabo, auditor, East Mango, whatever. East or West Mango Growers Cooperative Union, one of the biggest unions at the time. Naye tugenda okuyingira 80s, nena agenda be dismantling bifuke parastatals. The new government dismantles everything. But back then, nawe nali mbagambye nti twali tuyingidde ekintu kya common man's charter nga tufuuse ba communist almost, because even when Idi Amin was president, I think he didn't pay much attention to what was happening in the country, apart from the East African community. East African community mukimanyi ekyo nti no, in 1977 the East African community was disbanded. I don't know the reasons behind what was going on. I wouldn't speculate. But I remember things like East African Airways, East African Railways, East African this, East African that, East African that. Mr. Gaira. So, but that didn't mean it had any bearing on Uganda. Maybe twategerako ebiseera ebyo twawuliyanga magendo, twawuliyanga bamafuta mingi. Bamafuta mingi n'ekyogoba abayindi mukimanyiiko ekyo mu history 1972 bagoba abayindi abagagga bo baaliwo already, there were people already. Bino ekino kibagamba nti no economic gondi batabayiterera n'abantu bafuna tewaliwo. But then to find this out right now, we understand the Baba Sasula centers are. And of course, there was the coffee boom. There was the coffee boom in the 70s. Uganda yawola kone kunsenda la sente. Nasomako nawulira nti netuyambako n'Abawarabu. N'Abawarabu twabayambako Uganda aid. Tubaweereza obuyambi. That's how the country was. That's the country. And that's how it was. Never tuwulira byaliwo isuji instability, insurgency. Ate ffe tutandika bbira abamu 79 kubanga awo nzijukira I think I was about 8, 9, 10 now. About times of making a sense of so many things, and then you could see things changing. Olaba Uncle Patrick azawa akaba tudde banyumya bita byonna ngenda Kenya ngenda ki n'ebyaliwo byonna suspecting kubanga Uncle Paulo Mwanga naye yajjanga wake waffe. Paulo Mwanga era ne bwe twadda ku Mawanda Road yali neighbor waffe. Ploti yali etudidde, the house next to our house was Paulo Mwanga's house. We were good friends with my dad. Nekyani ekirala awo kyenzijukira mu 70s awo twawulyeko ku byalule nebinaayisa Godfrey binaayisa Uncle Godfrey naye yajjange waffe binaayisa emutundwe waggulu ku lusozi awe wali amaka amalungi nnyo twagendanga yeeye mutundwe ewabinaayisa n'amakasuye bagaali kololo ebyo twawulira nti lule twagala lule yekka sugiyita yonna binaayisa awo nawona 79 olwo tumale tudduke tugende Kenya. We just skipped town and left, you know. We just left so many things were happening. Kubanga Sabasabe yetandika okukuba mu 79 twali kololo olwo bantutte kuwuga. I used to be taken swimming at Kololo. Swimming. Lohana Academy where it used to be called, then it became a nursery school, kindergarten, Montessori, you know, very exclusive and all that, you know. It's only a zone. Then I swimming pool. Kakati awo Tuliao Junction. So when we moved to the next phase of the story, tugenda kukomawo basinaba bate okuba ebyali omupiira ogwali in Uganda, football. That's what I mean, football. Banga omupiira gw'ontandika okugubeeramu nga muzeeyi wange atutwala Nakivubo kisaawe ky'Nakivubo muve ku bya 80s kati byengenda obbabuulira. The 80s era was different, but in the 70s bamale babaaninge. Mukimanyi nti babaaningako football in Uganda for a very long time, about 2-3 years. They banned it. The president banned football in Uganda in the 70s. So maybe I begin mass. So, but we are coming full circle with the story. So this is uncensored, unadulterated, and untold. So if you knew me now, byenzijukira era byemanyi nebyembadde temumanyi mubitegedde. So 70s time, Uncle Patrick ne muzeeyi wange buli omu ali muli kimu kyalimu. Uncle Patrick yali mu bibiye naye nga family life gituyita private life y'abantu etugatta more or less. Kati tugenda kuyingira mu 80s and what was going on. Tinabagambye yesterday nti nga bagagga wadde excessively nga banenya kibateeka mu ssente. You know, there were people who you could call names and people would run. And things like that. So there's a very big connection between Kenya in this story and Uganda, Gayaza Road, and the names that have been stamped, you know, in the legacy. James Mulwana, yasoma ne tata wange. I'm going to give you that story of the Uganda Manufacturers Association and how it came about. You know, it was first an agricultural show. That's what I told you yesterday, isn't it? So guys, I'm out. All right.